Thank you guys so much for joining me today on Golden Soul Food Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the steps to make hamburger and tomato gravy. It's a very simple, easy, and satisfying. Some call it soul food, some call it southern, but whatever you call it, it's delicious. So stay tuned, and without further ado, let's get into the recipe. As you can see, I have my onion chopped up. I have some large pieces here that I'm going to saute after I get done frying the patties. And I have a small diced up bit of onions here, and I'm going to be putting that in with my ground beef. I have my ground beef here and it's seasoned, and I have added the onions. I'm going to mix all of that up and form it into patties and put it in my cast iron skillet. As you can see, I have formed the meat into patties, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's enough for me and my husband, and we can also probably have leftovers tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and let those brown on this side, and then I'm going to flip them over and let them brown on that side. Now I flip them over, and you can see that they're brown on this side, and I'm going to go ahead and let them cook on the other side, and then I will show you guys when I take it out to saute the onions. So they're brown enough, I'm going to take them out, and then I'm going to make the gravy and add the tomatoes after I saute the onions. I added a couple of pieces of bacon in there because I like to add bacon sometimes because it adds extra flavor. I'm going to let it brown just a little bit, and then I'll add the onions. I've added the onions, and I'm going to let them saute until they're slightly tender, and I will add the flour. So I've added the flour, and I'm going to stir that up and add the tomatoes. Stir it up until it's a little bit wet and blend it in with all of the oil that's in the pan, and then I will add the tomatoes. As you can now see, the tomato gravy is getting nice and thick. I've added the seasonings, and I'm letting it simmer just a little bit before I put the patties back in. Now let's talk about the seasonings that I used. I used some Slap Your Mama, some tomato-based bouillon powder, and this is really good for any tomato-based dish or gravy that you're making. And I used 1 can of diced tomatoes, some garlic pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and about a tablespoon of sugar. And I'm about to add this package of Lipton onion soup, and it's the onion flavor. So I'm going to do all of that, and I'll come back. I've added the patties back to the gravy, and you can see the gravy is going to simmer, and the flavor will also cook into the meat, and it will end up being a very nice and delicious meal. And it took me less than an hour to prepare this. So I'm going to put the top on it and let it simmer, and I will come back and show you guys the finished results. I have the top on it, and I'm going to let it simmer for about 15 minutes, and I will make sure I watch it so that it won't stick to the pan, and I will stir it occasionally, and I will come back and show you guys the finished result at the end. This is the finished result, and it turned out really delicious. I don't know about leftovers now because my son called and said, "Mama, what you cooking?" And he's coming over to eat with us, and you know how that goes. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. If you stayed until the end, thank you so much for watching me prepare this meal. And it's an old-fashioned, traditional soul food / southern meal. Leave it in the comments what you think about it. I would appreciate it so much. And thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all have an amazing and blessed day.